What's been good, YouTube? This is Andy here, coming at you live with another Wi-Fi battle. This time it's versus Bro. I met him on the TPX chat. I don't remember your name, so if you recognize his scene, please contact me in some way. I'll link your YouTube channel, maybe give you some noticeness. Is noticeness even a word? So he starts off with his lead Deox versus speed Deoxys. I knew this was going to happen, but I thought it was going to be one of those spikers and stealth rockers, but nope. It's a life orb set. That crit did not matter at all because Starmie is a frail Pokemon. I'm surprised that he hit with that Thunder because I never hit. So I go into Hypocrite, the Eviolite Chansey. He goes with a low kick. I was kind of feeling the superpower, but then I kind of thought that it wouldn't do that much. So I just go for the Thunder Wave just to completely cripple it, and you're going to notice that that is a huge play. It takes a, it's important at the end of the battle. So I go into Levitate, the new Gengar that I have. He is the Stealth Rock kind, but with the Life Orb instead of the Focus Dash. He goes into Sonic, which I can only assume was the Sharpedo. Yes, it is the Sharpedo. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball, expecting for him to fodder out his Deoxys, but he's not going to do that. He still wants it, even though it's paralyzed. I get the special defense drop, but it does not matter in the long run. So he goes to the Protect here, and I'm just going to sub up so I can show you my new Gengar set. It's the Sub Disable set. How it works is you substitute abusing Gengar's Troll Tier speed, and they hit you, they hit you with their super effective move, and then you disable and you proceed to wreak havoc. So here he was predicting a Thunderbolt, so he goes into his Magnezone, but I'll predict him and I go for the Focus Blast and I catch the Magnezone on the switch. That was a very nice prediction on my part, and I'm not really sure what that Magnezone could have done to me, but now he goes into his Haxorus, which I can only assume is going to dual chop. I knew he was going to do that. The first time I saw a Haxorus, I was kind of confused. When it came into my sub Gengar, I forgot about dual chop, and then it does this. Breaks the sub. He gets thank God he gets a crit on the first one, and not the second one. The second one is not going to take me out, despite Gengar's paper defenses and his 147 base attack. So I go for the Shadow Ball and I get the KO. Gengar is doing really well this battle. I really like this set. I found it on Smogon. Then he sends out Shenron. It's a Dragon Ball Z reference because we all know who Shenron is. I don't feel the need to explain it. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball. I get the crit and break on the multi-scale, and it does not even half. So you can go for the Dragon Dance, and I also get the special defense drop, which is extremely lucky with the critical hit too. He's going to go for the DD, and now I'm just going to leave my Gengar in here for fodder because looking at my team later on Pokemon Online, I realize I do not have a Dragon Resistance. So he's going bye-bye. Now I'm going to send out my Gliscor because I know that after this Pokemon, his only physical attacker is what's it called? Sharpedo. And I know that Breloom can take him on because I know he does not carry the Ice Fang. Well, I'm not unsure, but I'm hoping he doesn't carry the Ice Fang. And then we get the crit here. I got a lot of crit hacks, but I'm not sure that this one mattered. It's 4 times super effective. And Gliscor, it has pretty decent attack. I think it's like 250, which is pretty decent. It's not stab or anything, so I'm not sure. Now he goes into Sonic. I'm kind of starting to worry a little bit. I'm just hoping that maybe he goes for the Waterfall and it doesn't kill. But he goes to the Protect to get his speed boost. I'm kind of worried here. I'm getting a little bit scared because I know that Sharpedo has like 120 base attack. which I think goes up to 339. And I definitely know that he's adamant, because why would you run Jolly on a speed boost set? So he's gonna go for the waterfall here. I was hoping this wouldn't kill, but it does, because Sharpedo is what they call a glass cannon. It has like paper defenses, but really nice at attack. Sharpedo is the definition of a sweeper. And I was going around Smogon, and I saw the coolest signature of my life. So I go into Breloom real quick here. He goes into his Tornadus, and I go for the Spore. So anyway, back to the signature. It said, so what you're telling me is Drizzle plus Swift Swim is banned, but Sandstream plus Sand Rush isn't banned. So you're telling me Ludicolo is more of a threat than Excadrill. Which, if you don't know, water types get boosted in the rain. Water type moves get boosted in the rain. So then you get the Swift Swim, which is just a setup for disaster. While Excadrill gets the sand, does not get any boost, and from the sandstorm he just gets the speed boost. So here this is really weird. He woke up second turn. He goes for bulk up. Now usually when I see Tornaduses, they're the spec set with Hurricane. And I'm just going to go for the Facade here, and it does decent damage after that bulk up. He goes for the Taunt for some weird reason. He goes for the Taunt. Now, I found that kind of strange. Because maybe he was hoping that he could break the sub with something, and then I'd be screwed. But then, now he goes into his paralyzed Deoxys speed form named Shadow. And go for the Facade again. I know that Deoxys speed form has okay defenses, but they're not the best. I know the attack form has like 20, which is like shit. You'd be taken out by a bullet punch. So I'm just gonna go for the focus punch here to end the game. And he knows he's screwed, and I later come to find out he does not carry Ice Fang, so I could have came in and just destroyed. He gets a crit, and he does break the sub, which is rather unfortunate because I like to end the game on a sub. And just gonna focus punch for the win. And a good game. If you recognize this team, please contact me. Alright, thanks. Goodbye. Oh, rate, comment, subscribe.